Right to this, a suggestion via a channel member. Guys, go and jump to the video immediately. See where this video takes us, guys. Let's do it.
Alert, tensions, anger, and fear.
This is about to get infinitely
millions
worse.
Of Americans caught up in the federal government shutdown, now in day 31. U.S. Senate Democrats are under extreme pressure after spending yet another full week blocking Republicans' efforts to pass a clean funding bill and reopen the government, pay people, and put cash back in critical programs. Democrats are getting addicted, it would seem, to a drug of emotional violence, toying with people's suffering. I'm Harris Faulkner.
Well, that's one way to put it.
The pain of the shutdown is being felt.
I mean, pretty much based off the fact that, some people are just going to be hurt. The statement that some very large, very important Democrats stated, listen, if we can stop Donald Trump and ICE for just a little bit of time, basically have our own No Kings protest in the Senate, then we'll be good. I think that's basically the overall sentiment, at least.
It's about to get infinitely worse. Federal food assistance to more than 42 million Americans expires tomorrow. Also at risk, the Head Start preschool program for little ones across the country, and open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act. That's right. Democrats have said on the Hill they are holding out in the Senate for some deal to lower the cost of Obamacare. Well, it's a mystery because right now they expect people to pay for that enrollment during a shutdown when millions of them are not getting paychecks. Republicans are not the only ones asking Dems to end this all. So far, 5 unions and 4 of the largest airlines have called on lawmakers on the left to pass Republicans' clean bill to fund the government. Watch this.
The biggest way to ensure the safety, security, and reliability of our national air traffic control system is to pass a clean, continuing resolution.
Everyone knows, the Vice President, Congress, is that this shutdown needs to end now. It has to happen now. These guys need to convene, say yes to that clean CR, get this thing back on track, and again, restore that confidence in the American public.
But let's get a clean CR and get that negotiation done behind closed doors without the pressure and without putting the American workers and the American economy at risk.
Right. I mean, that would be good. But again, who exactly are we waiting on here? We're waiting on a group of people that would rather watch the country burn because they feel as if the country is burning in the first place because Trump is in office and ICE specifically is doing the job that they've basically been mandated to do, guys. Right. That's what it is here. This is nothing more than a in Senate No Kings protest. Again, I mean that. Second time I'm saying it. I mean it. Seriously.
Dems are adrift with no common sense. I mean, obviously. These people know what they're talking about. They're leading people. They need this to stop now. And the pressure on Dems, struggling to pinpoint exactly what is in the Republican bill that warrants a shutdown, is mind-boggling. But it's true. It's a fact. Why can't they say what's in it? Watch this.
Should Democrats pass a standalone bill to fund SNAP benefits?
Good morning. Well, let's be clear. Republicans run the House. They run the Senate.
Is that a yes, then, that there should be a vote on the standalone legislation?
I'm here. My Republican colleagues are on vacation. I don't play politics. I want a clean bill that focuses on the American people.
They did have a clean CR vote on September 19th in the House. Did you vote for it?
I disagree with your characterization.
Oh, I bet you do.
I want to make sure that we're very clear about what Republicans have been doing. Any bill that they've put forth, they've always had some extra stuff to it. There's always been a poison pill to it.
What were the poison pills of the
Let's
clean
hear this. Watch
CR
this. Watch
or
this.
The continuing resolution? You say it's not clean.
Watch this.
That was voted on in the House in mid-September.
Let's go.
Here's what's important.
Exactly.
I think what you're trying to do is shift the responsibility to Democrats.
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what the poison pills were in that clean CR. There aren't any, and she can't make an interesting or correct argument because she doesn't know what's in it, or because there aren't any, or both. It's beyond sad. It's disgusting. Republican Senator Ashley Moody in Focus coming up.
Hold on.
First, let's begin with senior congressional correspondent Chad Pergram on Capitol Hill. Chad.
Harris, good morning. We're slamming into the first major inflection point of the shutdown. Travel delays coupled with the lack of SNAP benefits is a volatile political mixture. There's worry about holiday travel, The administration is blaming Democrats for the shutdown.
I know the day after Thanksgiving is the busiest travel day in America, and if our airports are shut down, it'll mean that highways are more congested, and they'll be the Grinches who stole Thanksgiving.
Democrats are raging that the Trump administration is not doling out SNAP benefits during the shutdown. That's always happened during previous shutdowns. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries tore into the GOP for saying it could not provide SNAP benefits.
Republicans hold press conferences every day, and you know what they do? They lie to the American people, and they haven't spoken a word of truth to the American people other than what Mike Johnson admitted today, which is that they want to rip away SNAP benefits from 42 million Americans.
Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins appeared with House Speaker Mike Johnson at the Capitol today. Rollins said she is barred from tapping an emergency fund for SNAP.
That's the contingency fund that we would use to send more money into the vulnerable communities that are harmed by a specific event like a hurricane. Even if it could flow, it doesn't even cover half of the month of November. So here we are again in 2 weeks having the exact same conversation.
Okay, then that should tell you that we're spending entirely too much money on a program in the first place, right? Just like be fully aware here. Listen, I understand the concept of people obviously needing to feed, their families and themselves specifically, but working age people is a little bit different, guys, in my head at least. I do think that this entitlement specifically is not one that is really conducive to the entire country. Let's just say this year, because again, if you start coddling people to the point where you're giving them every single thing, what do they then have to kind of strive for? For what? They can eat for free. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of the vibe here. This is why I'm not a super advocate for it, that program specifically. But if it comes down to being able to feed people that are like excessively elderly, for example, or they are like veterans, like the people who actually did things within their lives and then they actually needed some help. I'm talking about those people. Help them out, guys, immediately.
Delta Airlines and United
But
want the
giving you
shutdown
something
to
for nothing
end.
is wild.
Airline delays are increasing.
Because you got like
now,
8
this
kids.
morning, there are 50-minute delays related to staffing in Austin and 67 minutes in Nashville. Harris?
Chad, thank you. Even the left-leaning Washington Post has had enough from Democrats. The editorial board argues, quote, the right answer is to reopen the government with a clean funding bill, ideally for a full year, to get food stamps flowing and federal workers back in office, and then have a debate about ACA, that is Obamacare subsidies. Democrats openly acknowledge that they refuse to do this because it would mean giving up their leverage. If they persist, it could mean families start to go hungry.
Yeah, but guys, they already said that it doesn't matter. They know that this is going to happen.
Member of Joint Economic, Judiciary, and Homeland Security Committees. Great to have you today. Break this down for me and tell me, are there any signs of something happening before the expiration of SNAP?
Well, I am so glad that you showed some of those clips and the responses of the Democrats. What's becoming abundantly clear is they cannot explain, even when being pleaded to by liberal-leaning organizations, unions, liberal media outlets, on and on and on. Please pass a clean funding bill. This is a bipartisan bill to open back up the government. They have nothing to say. It's because they have blindly followed Chuck Schumer in his quest to appease a radical base and save his hide. And they don't know why they're doing it. They're just blindly following him.
Yeah, kind of.
And neglecting to pay attention not only to the voters that put them there, but to their responsibilities to serve in a good faith way
guys,
as a senator.
hold on.
And
Well played on that, because that's exactly what it is, guys. Like a lot of the entitlements are definitely going to the people who consistently vote Democrat. That's just a reality, I think, here at least. And so you are specifically hurting the people that put you in office by disregarding it and saying that, there's some people who are just going to get hurt, some families, some people, they're just going to get hurt. We're not going to stop this.
The government.
We're not going to capitulate.
And the real challenge is, I believe their entire point of this thing was to shut down the government.
Yeah.
Because you now have people that have been elected into office who don't like America, that want it to look like an entirely different country
Yep,
than it
sure
was set
it
up
is.
to be.
Yep.
They want government to tell you how to live your life. They want you to tell you how to
How to
run your
think,
markets.
how to
I mean,
talk.
it's a really scary time when you have people elected to office and their goal is to shut down the United States of America. And that's where we are right now.
As it is,
You know,
right.
it's so interesting, too, what you're saying about Representative Janelle Bynum in the House. She had already decided she was against this thing and clearly didn't even know what was in the Clean CR
Yeah, it didn't matter,
or if
'cause
there were any poison pills in it that she should vote against.
The Republicans
but she
said
made
it.
that decision, and the power doesn't even really rest there now. It's in the Senate. And if the Senate does the right thing and reopens the government, that doesn't have anything to do with irrelevant Bynum at this point, because it passed the House. Like, I don't think she understands how this works.
No, and the challenge here is that you have senators that aren't stepping back and listening to the people that elected them to open this government back up. And that is a scary time. I mean, Congress is the American people. We are the place where the American people have their voices heard. And it appears we have senators right now that are ignoring the people that put them in office to represent them. I mean, there is a majority call to open back up this government. And it is a scary thing. And I think that's why you're hearing frustration from President Trump and so many other people where, like,
Unions,
this is something we haven't
airline
had to deal with
CEOs.
in the past.
Yeah. All right, let's get to this. We have been talking about the real pain American families are facing as Democrats refuse to reopen the government, admittedly for political leverage. We know that from Katherine Clark, right? She spoke on behalf, I guess, of all Democrats when she spoke as a lawmaker last week. The images are stark and very sad. People are already lining up for food assistance at pantries across America, and many of those facilities cannot keep up with the now empty shelves. I mean, just in days. And the people who defend our nation are hit hard too. Many military families live paycheck to paycheck, especially those who've just entered, those younger fighters that we have. And so their early salaries matter, and they qualify for them to make federal food assistance. So they're banking on this not expiring this weekend. This video from a YMCA in Killeen, Texas, operates a food bank for service members. It has been overwhelmed with service members bracing for missed paychecks soon if the government stays closed. Watch this.
Guys.
Many folks are deployed right now overseas from Fort Hood and from other locations.
And their families are
the
here.
last thing you want to have when you're deployed overseas is be worrying about the next
family.
paycheck and how do you take care of your family,
Right.
who are back wherever they live in the U.S.
Guys, you know, it's super touchy because, guys, like, I think when it comes down to veterans and people specifically that are fighting for me, I do think that we should also all, in fact, fight for the people who are fighting for us, right? Like, just understand this here. I think that's incredibly important. I'm definitely a strong advocate for not even allowing veterans to be taxed. Like, I definitely think they should basically walk around with a card. So whenever they walk into a store and they're just like, yeah, it's going to be this plus tax. Bro, I fought for you. I'm not paying for that nonsense. Like, I think that's how it should be. Okay. Like, I don't care what level or rank, any of these soldiers are, bro. I think if you fight for me, we should fight for you. That's kind of how that works here. But again, that's just my opinion. I got yelled at for it before, but I do think that, in fact, that's kind of how things should go here. Food, they can have that too, bro. Right. They can in fact have that. Healthcare, you can have that too. Period, bro. I think if you fought for us, we should fight actively for them, guys. Period. But either way, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry, right? Listen, like and subscribe.